and play with passion, boys. It is the New England Region Tournament on the road to Williamsport. The winner of this tourney gets a ticket to the Little League World Series. And we're bringing it to you live on Nesson. We hope you saw our first game, which was a real dandy with Falmouth, Massachusetts. Falmouth, Maine, rather, beating Barnstable, Massachusetts. But in our nightcap, we've got Cumberland, Rhode Island against Fairfield, Connecticut. And hello again, everybody, alongside former Major Leaguer Ken Ryan with Jamison Coyle romping around the complex somewhere. I'm Jack Edwards, and Ken, this is going to be a dandy because this is basically a game for first place in the New England pool.
Yeah, two of the top teams going at it today, Cumberland, Rhode Island, and Fairfield, Connecticut. Rhode Island undefeated at 2-0, and Connecticut 2-1, playing very, very good game. Both teams have excellent pitching, defense, and they can hit. This is going to be a fun one.
No reason you wouldn't want to be the #1 seed also, because instead of being a 2 playing against a 3, which is usually an incredibly competitive game, the 1 seed usually plays a #4 team, which has a bit of a beaten-up pitching staff. They've probably had to stretch themselves a little bit to get to the semifinal, so a big advantage. That's what is at stake in this game. This Cumberland, Rhode Island team, man, I mean, we've seen some teams over the years that can hit. These guys can, capital H, hit.
35-5, they've outscored their opponents in 2 games here in Bristol, Connecticut. 25-5 against Massachusetts, and 10-0 yesterday against New Hampshire. They play excellent defense, very strong offensive ball club, and they're going with their ace today, C.J. DeVoke, on the mound for Cumberland, Rhode Island.
There's a feeling that this could be the year for Rhode Island. On the other hand, for Fairfield, it seems that every year is the year. This is the 4th time in 5 years this league has been represented in the New England Region Tournament.
And manager Mike Steed acknowledged that their first game, they weren't as focused as they should have been, and they ended up losing that first game here in Bristol. But since then, back-to-back victories, so they're playing very well. They're on a high. This is really shaping up to be a terrific ball game. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch this game this afternoon.
As our colleague on Boston Bruins telecast, Andy Brickley, has been heard to say, that might end up being a well-placed loss because Fairfield is tuned in now. They know what's at stake. First place in the New England pool. We hope you'll join us for this one. They're almost always wicked awesome games on the road to Williamsport.
We're down on 3. 1, 2, 3, Island! Brody, 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 Brody.
Okay, guys, we're going to leave this tournament in fun. The only way we're going to have fun is if we're smiling. The only way to play baseball is if you're relaxed and you're smiling. So relax, have fun, have a great time, and let's do it together. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah!
Yeah!
It's all about the us for these teams that are all state champions and have made it to the New England Region Tournament. The top 4 teams will make the knockout round, which you can see live on Nesson. The semifinals, noon and 3 p.m. coming up on Thursday. The championship game will be on ESPN, 7 p.m. on Saturday evening. Cumberland, Rhode Island, 1 through 9, dangerous hitters. They pay special tribute to a young man from Cumberland, Rhode Island. You'll find out as they introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is David Belisle, the proud manager of the Rhode Island State Champions, the Cumberland Americans.
Coach Bill DeVoke. Coach Matt Wright. Here's our team.
Hi, my name's Jaden Struble. I play first base. My favorite player is Mike Trout.
Hello, my name is Trey Tebow. I play right field, and my favorite player is Justin Pedroia. Hi, my name is Sean Mears. I play outfield. My favorite player is Matt Rockefeller.
Hi, my name is CJ DeVoke. I play shortstop. My favorite player is Matt Rockefeller.
Hi, my name is Tyler Provost. I play center field, and my favorite player is Matt Rockefeller.
Hi, my name is John Belisle. I play second base, and my favorite player is Robinson Cano.
Hi, my name is Nick Rhoda. I play third base, and my favorite player is Matt Rockefeller.
Hello, my name is Mason Matos. I play left field. My favorite player is Mike Trout. Hi, my name is Charles Shaw. I play third base and second base. My favorite baseball player is Mike Trout.
Hi, my name is Addison Kopak. I play pitcher. My favorite player is Matt Rockefeller.
Hi, my name is Brendan Wright. I play outfield, and my favorite baseball player is Matt Rockefeller.
Hi, my name is Trey Bork. I play catcher, and my favorite player is Sammy Amirs. Let's go, Rhode Island!
Matt Rockefeller's name probably doesn't ring a bell even for the most hardcore baseball fans. That's because he's a young man with whom many of these guys played ball in Cumberland, who suddenly lost his life, and they paid tribute to him not only by mentioning his name and saying that he's their favorite player, but also because they want to extend that friendship and that love to his family and carry him on as an inspiration. P.J. Egan will get the start on the mound for Fairfield, Connecticut. Ken?
Yeah, 2 2/3 innings. He's given up 3 hits and 4 strikeouts, and 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curveball, and one of the aces on the Fairfield, Connecticut team. And he's going to have his hands full with this Cumberland, Rhode Island lineup. There's some good hitters.
It is a stellar day for baseball. Pounding the drums in the stands for Cumberland. Temperature in the mid-80s, a little bit of humidity, hardly a cloud in the sky. The game is on. Croto first pitch, swinging. Jack Steed fires to first, but no. Croto bolts down the line to beat out what looked as if it were an infield out, just a routine bouncer to the second baseman. Man, is he quick.
Excellent speed down the line. Croto hustling all the way. Good speed. And on base, just what Cumberland, Rhode Island wants. The leadoff hitter on base.
C.J. DeVoe, the batter.
We talk about the offense that this Cumberland, Rhode Island team has. 35 runs in 2 games. And C.J. DeVoe, one of those big hitters on this ball club.
Egan goes to the breaking pitch. 0-2. Couldn't drop it in.
Well, you can mention that he throws a 12-6 curveball and a hard slider.
Off the fists. DeVoe softly to Brian Howell. And there's one away.
First baseman, number 14,
Jaden Struble.
Look at these batting averages. Every one of these players, DeVoe hitting over 600, so is Struble.
That one gets away off the backstop. The throw to second, Camara to Howell, who was blocking the bag nicely, getting the leg down. We've seen Crotos work on the base paths already.
A wild pitch by Egan, really getting away from him.
Struble, a little bouncer off the glove of Egan. Steed fires to Bentley. And he beats it out. So the speed of Cumberland, Rhode Island, putting the ball in play and just using blazing speed on a couple of infield singles.
That's one of the things they talked about. They talked about their speed in our meeting with them yesterday. They said, yes, we have a lot of power, but we also run the bases very well. We have a lot of players on this team that get down the line very fast, and they're very evident on these 2 hits this inning.
Except for Sean Mears. Went out of his way to point out, so are you any relation to the race car driver, Rick Mears? He goes, no, I don't do anything fast. Tyler Provost, cleanup hitter. Looked as if he hadn't seen that before, and Struble blazes down to second. Defensive indifference ruled. Been on second and third with 1 down, top of the first. Don't look away from Little League baseball. This is not a bologna sandwich type of pace of game. Provost, high hopper, is going to be a play at the plate. Kermichian to Camara, he's out. Fielder's choice, 5-2. Provost reaches, and Struble goes on to third with Croto erased.
Yeah, a little bit of a base running here by Croteau. Should have waited for the throw to be made, but comes off the base a little too far. And a nice play by Kermasian at third base. Making the play to Camara for the second out of the inning.
Some Kopak swinging and missing. In the dirt, Provost to second. Wild pitch. Two and one. Can't catch up to the fastball, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, a great opportunity here for Cumberland. Base hit will score 2 runs.
Kopak, grounder to Kermasian, fires across to Bentley. And Cumberland threatens but cannot push a run across. Fairfield, Connecticut grabs the bats. They'll come up in the bottom of the first. The kids from Fairfield, the Connecticut state champions, come up in the bottom of the first inning. They say that their goal is to lead the league in smiles. Let's meet them.
Hi, I'm Mike Steed, the manager of Fairfield American Little League from Fairfield, Connecticut, and here's our team.
Hi, my name's Peter Davenport, and I coach first base.
Hi, my name's John Reynolds. I play center field, and my favorite baseball player is David Wright.
Hi, my name is Brian Howell. I play shortstop, and my favorite baseball player is Mike Trout.
Hi, my name is Vince Camara. I play catcher, and my favorite baseball player is Derek Jeter.
My name's Ian Bentley. I play first base and pitcher, and my favorite baseball player is Travis Darno.
Hi, my name is Jack Steed. I play second base and shortstop, and my favorite player is Andrew McCutcheon.
Hi, my name is PJ Egan. I play pitcher. My favorite baseball player is Derek Jeter.
Hi, my name is Brian Karamijian. I play third base and second base, and my favorite baseball player is David Wright.
Hi, my name is Trey Hensel. I play left field. My favorite baseball player is David Wright.
Hi, my name is Sam Davenport, and I play pitcher and third base, and my favorite baseball player is Dylan Batanzas.
Hi, my name is Connor O'Neill. I play left field, and my favorite baseball player is David Wright.
Hi, my name is Jamie Flink. I play right field and pitcher, and my favorite baseball player is Dustin Pedroia. Go Fairfield!
Jamie Flink is a name you just might want to remember, so store that one away for a couple of moments. C.J. DeVoke gets the start, and he's as good as Cumberland has.
And they've got an excellent pitching staff, and C.J. DeVoke is definitely one of them. Main pitchers on this staff. This will be his first pitching appearance here at the regional. Good fastball, 4-seam, 2-seam fastball at times, and he's got a very good curveball. So 2 of the best going at it for Connecticut and Rhode Island.
That's just what we wanted. This is a game that, in essence, is for the top seed in the New England region. John Reynolds, the first batter to face C.J. DeVoke. Punches it foul ground, a jumping catch. Jaden Struble over near the camera well. So it's time for Jamie Flink, Jamison.
Yeah, Jack, funny you mentioned Jamie Flink. The kid can swing a pretty good bat at the plate. He had 3 home runs in a game to win the division title back in July. As you'll see him right here, he steps to the plate lefty, but he's also a pretty good squash and tennis player, Jack. And for that, he swings righty, but that's not all. He throws lefty, right? But in the final game of the regular season, he begged his coach to let him pitch righty. His coach allowed it, and guess what? It was a 1-2-3 inning, so expect the unexpected with this kid.
There's talent and there's capital T talent, and it's not an overstatement to say that Jamie Flink has got capital T talent. He's also got a capital G gift, because I don't know if you can teach that.
Well, being ambidextrous and being able to have that ability, that's...
Not only that, he can use both hands, but
Run, run, bud, run!
skies it, twisting foul just out of Wright's reach. That's right, Wright is playing left for Cumberland, Rhode Island.
Good effort by Wright in left field. Taking a dive here at the last moment, but just out of his reach. And for C.J. DeVoe, working ahead quickly here, keeping his pitch count down, staying ahead of the hitters.
Tell you what, if you're right-handed, go out and just, take a tennis racket and try to serve one left-handed. Just try. Flink snaps it just wide of first foul. You think about it, his teammates all say he's a tremendous tennis player and an outstanding squash player as well. But to play a racket sport right-handed and to throw a baseball left-handed, that's just off the charts.
He's having a good lure at bat right here, working the count full. Couple foul balls. 1-2 here to 3-2, trying to get on base.
The 3-2 pitch. DeVoe changes speeds. There's a little bit of confidence from the mound. So often in Little League, you'd see a guy just rear back and throw that fastball.
He kind of mixes it up a little bit. Very nice mechanics by DeVoe, and he gets his first strikeout of the game. Looked like a breaking ball, possibly his slider. His first strikeout of the afternoon.
Brian Howell. Howell hitting a nice round 400 at the New England Region Tournament. Hey, smokes that one straight up the middle. Hard one hopper out to Tyler Provost in center field. That's just a clinical piece of hitting.
Yeah, nice job of hitting by Howell. Fastball out over the plate.
Number 8.
Delivers it straight away center field. 2-out base runner here for Fairfield. Just talking with him yesterday. Very focused, very locked on what he needs to do.
Catcher Vince Camara rolling in with an on-base percentage of .727.
Come on, Vince. Back.
Here's DeVoe's 2-1 pitch. Camara. Now, you can't bring rain today because there aren't any clouds, but that's pretty close. The ball's in fair territory right on the bag for Addison Kopak. A single, but that's it. 0-0 to the second between the two top teams in New England. On the field, they're focused on baseball. Off the field, all kinds of stuff, including pin trading. And if you're from one of these teams that has a great tradition of getting here, you may bring some vintage booty with you, right, Jameson?
Absolutely right, Jack. This Rhode Island team, they have one of those pieces, and it's their good luck charm. They call it the Gatekeeper. It's a purple gorilla pin, a decent-sized one at that. And one of the older brothers on this team got it down here in Bristol in 2010. It worked for them, so they've passed it down to this 2014 team. The whole team rubs it on their arms and all over the place for good luck before the game, except two guys on this roster. John Belisle, he actually kisses the Gatekeeper pin, and then Nick Croto told us yesterday he won't go anywhere near that thing. He's not superstitious, and he doesn't believe in good luck, but hey, it seems to be working for him.
We don't need no stinking luck. Trey Tebow will face CJ. I'm sorry, I got my score page upside down here. It's Tebow is facing PJ Egan. I got paper cuts all over me from flipping my scorebook around.
That last game that we had, there was a lot of moves made, especially at the Little League level.
Yeah, everybody's got to play, and everybody will play. The 2-0 to Tebow. Whoa.
3 pitches here by Egan, really off the mark, and Tebow doing his job, just being patient, making him throw strikes.
On the outside corner. Home plate umpire is Rich Bateson. Same place.
Egan back now, back with 2 fastballs out of half. Running the count full.
Swing and a miss.
Nice job by Egan, falling behind 3-0 and then coming back 3 consecutive strikes and picking up his first strikeout of the day. Fastball and 3-2, a little challenge time, and he wins the battle.
Trey Bork, not Ray Bork, Trey Bork, the catcher. First pitch swinging, Howell to Bentley. 2 down.
1 pitch, 1 out.
The second baseman, number 10, John
for Egan.
Johnny Rocket, John Belial's nickname. So we figured he was a right shot defenseman? No.
Good breaking ball by Egan right there. That's the best one he's thrown in this game.
Belial waits on it, loops it to center, and Reynolds makes a running grab at the stockings. Both pitchers have command. 0-0 to the bottom of the second. Both of these teams can swing the bat, but we've seen some good pitching already. Ken Ryan, former Major League pitcher, runs baseball school, gives us an instructional.
We are going to talk about pitching from the windup. 5 steps, 5 mechanics. First thing you want to do as you look in at your catcher is you want to take a deep breath. Okay, you get your sign, you get your signal, now you're ready to make your pitch. And by taking a deep breath, it helps you to relax, helps you to focus. Now, as you start your delivery, you're going to take a very small step back, shifting your weight to your back foot. Second step is pivoting inside the hole. Now, if you notice, his foot is inside the hole, parallel to the pitching rubber. Third step is what we call the balance point. Now, as you get to the balance point, you're going to come out of your glove. Nice balanced position. You want to actually crunch your stomach just a little bit to help you balance as you focus in on your target. And the last 2 steps is driving, and 5 is follow through. Good finish.
And thanks to Sean Mears for helping out with that demonstration. C.J. DeVoe, mechanically so sound.
Yeah,
certainly
both of these pitchers.
Yeah, not to take anything away from P.J. Egan.
But DeVoe very, very solid with his mechanics. If you watch him, he gets to a nice balanced position. Finishing through with that good follow through. And he's quiet. You know, it's not a very aggressive motion. It's a very quiet, under controlled motion. And then the explosion comes at the very end, just as he's, finishing toward the target.
This Cumberland team that Fairfield is facing, Ian Bentley stepping in to lead off the bottom of the second,
Ian Bentley
has not lost a game as this team is currently composed in 2 years.
Yeah, that's a team that's played together for a very long time and has had success. They're very confident. Meeting with them yesterday, you got that. That was the first thing. The first impression I got was this team, and they're not it's not a cocky confidence. It's a confidence of, hey, we know what we can do. We're respectful, but, we know we're pretty good.
Yeah, level heads, but full of the appropriate amount of confidence. The 0-2 to Bentley. Off the label, short center field, long run for Provost, but he's there. Good jump on the ball, a good read on it.
And Provost got a good read, and right off the bat, good speed to make this play for the first out of the inning. Coming in, keeping it in front of him.
The second baseman is number 7, Jack Steve.
Jack
Jack Steed, son of the manager, brother of a player who went to Williamsport. I like the look of the Fairfield uniforms. It almost looks like the old wool flannel there, the cream color. Beautiful in the late afternoon sun here in bucolic Bristol, Connecticut.
Well, as you mentioned, just a beautiful day for baseball. Going to get a better day.
Steed smacks it. Right off the barrel of the bat, and it skips behind Provost, who tried to barehand it on the funny spinning hop. And it's at least a single and an error, or maybe a double. They rule it a double all the way for Jack Steed.
Well, Provost really running hard, almost out of control, and then the ball bounces by him, having to go back to the wall, and unable to keep it in front of him. Try to catch it with his bare hand. A one-out double here by Steed.
So P.J. Egan, the pitcher, a chance to help himself here, hitting out of the number 7 slot. The breaking pitch is high. DeVoke with a man on second and 1 down. Pours a strike across.
That's a really good pitch with that fastball, keeping it down at the knee. That's a tough pitch to hit.
Breaking pitch high to right. Tebow taps the glove, makes the catch. Steed tags from second and advances on the long fly out for P.J. Egan. So the go-ahead run 60 feet away for Brian Carmagian.
The third baseman is number 5, Brian Carmagian.
Carmagian, 667 in the tournament.
It's a pretty good 8-hole there, isn't it?
Yeah, they're just high-quality teams here. And very level-headed youth. On the outside corner, Carmagian didn't like it.
Bork setting up in. The fastball was on the outer half of the plate. But again, DeVoe keeping the ball down.
The 0-2 with 2 down. Upstairs.
Bork wanting that ball up, trying to climb the ladder on Carmagian, but he does not go for it. There's a pitching going on here, though. I mean, they're out there with a purpose. They're trying to hit spots. Saw earlier today some of the pitchers having trouble with their control, just trying to throw strikes, but DeVoe out there pitching right now.
Carmagian reaches a little tapper to DeVoe. The underhand toss to Strummel. Again, base runner for Fairfield, but no runs through 2. We got a good one going at the New England Region Tournament. A special thanks goes out to the hundreds of volunteers here in Bristol, Connecticut, and the millions of Little League volunteers worldwide who've been the foundation of the Little League program for 75 years. Little League also extends its appreciation to its national sponsors, which help to maintain the strength and leadership of the Little League program. Sam Davenport will go in as the third baseman, replacing Brian Carmagian. Carmagian, the number 8 hitter in the lineup, just finished that first inning by tapping back to the box. Everybody's going to play. Brendan Wright hitting out of the 9-hole. 1-1. Egan did not get off to the most graceful start, but he fought his way out of the first inning, and he has really settled down in a hurry. Right lifts it to right, but Flink is there.
This was shaping up to be a pretty good pitcher's duel, and Egan and DeVoe living up to expectations so far early in this game.
Number 2, Nick Croto.
Both of Cumberland's hits have been infield singles. Nick Croto had one of them. This is the non-superstition guy. It's working okay. Hitting .571. Lifts it high to deep center field. Reynolds going back, and he makes a sensational catch. No, it came out of the glove.
But a tremendous effort by Reynolds in the center field. I thought he caught it as well, just out of his reach.
It was the dirt that got me. I didn't see the ball appear behind the plume of dirt, so Croto has a double, and DeVoe is the batter.
Chance here for DeVoe to help himself.
DeVoe skies one. And the catcher, Camara, puts it away.
And Camara doing an excellent job. This ball fouled straight up in the air. And like every good catcher, the first thing you do, remove the mask and then turn your body to face the backstop. So the spin on the ball will come back to you. Nice job by Camara.
Jaden Struble had an infield single in the first. He wraps it right to Bentley. Sparkling defense, excellent pitching. Some balls hit a good distance, but no runs yet. We're going to the bottom of the third already.
And playing left field.
0-0's Fairfield grabs the bats for the bottom of the third inning, and we talked about the Volunteers briefly just a few moments ago, and the umpires are part of those Volunteers. One of them is kind of got his head in two places, doesn't he, Jameson?
Yeah, you could say that, Jack. Third base umpire Mike Orlando's got a little more on his plate this week than just calling runners safe or out at third base. The guy's actually studying for an exam this week. He's got his laptop and books here with him in Bristol. He's taking 2 courses right now at Northeastern University towards his doctorate in education, so he's studying for those exams. Also got his cell phone on him right now, Jack. That's because he and his wife, Nicole, expecting a baby in the next 2 weeks. He said if that call comes, he is out of here and on his way to the hospital. Jack, this might be a first in baseball history, an umpire throwing himself out of the game.
Oh, good line. Addison Kopak smacks one wide of third.
1-1.
Did it again. It's Trey Hansel. Sorry. Patrick Weiner, senior associate producer, saving my career once again.
Short enough. Come on. Shake straight.
Too late. The 1-2 to Hansel.
DeVoe mixing it up, fastball, curveball, takes a little bit off his curveball as well. Every hitter not really seeing the same velocity or the same speed. And working ahead in this game.
3 substitutions for Cumberland, Rhode Island between innings. Drop third strike. Bork flips down to Struble, and Hansel is gone. On the strikeout, the put out, 2-3. So the defensive replacements, the left fielders now, Mason Matos, Sean Mears is in right field, and Tyler, who is called T universally, Shaw, is in second base. John Reynolds, leadoff hitter, fouled out to Struble at first, in the first. 2-0 pitch from DeVoe. Fisted. Third baseman Kopak trying to come up with it, but leaves the ball on the ground. Would have been a close play regardless, but an error on the third baseman.
As you mentioned, ball not hit very hard, but Kopak unable to come up with it.
Jamie Flink, 1 on and 1 out. Flink snaps one under the glove of T. Shaw at second. A single into right field with Reynolds holding up at second base. 2 on with 1 out for Fairfield.
The ball hit sharply right by the diving Tyler Shore at second base.
Number 3.
With 1 out now, runners at first and second. Best threat of the day for Fairfield, Connecticut.
Brian Howell had a single in the first. Hard hit ball. Croteau will play it himself. On the fielder's choice. Eliminating Flink at second, 6 unassisted. Reynolds goes to third. And Howell reaches.
Croteau was going to try to flip it or possibly go to the bag himself.
Vince Camara.
Takes the out. Runners at the corners. There are 2 away, but the cleanup hitter now, Camara, coming to the plate.
DeVoe starts him out with a curveball for a strike. This isn't just throwing, this is pitching.
Absolutely. Just working the count, thinking ahead, working well with Bork behind the plate.
Snaps a breaking pitch outside 101. The 2 pitchers we are seeing in this game are working pitch sequences, no question about it. The 1-1 to Camara. Beats it into the dirt. Kopak has to hurry and can't come up with the ball. Reynolds scores the throw. Bounces into Howell at second, and then Karams into short left field. Camara hits the ball about 35 feet and delivers a run.
Not hit hard, but hard enough. And that'll score the first run of the game. It'll be an RBI single for Camara. And for Howell, he's trying to run it off a little bit after taking that one, I think, in the hip.
Hey, E, come on, E.
Number 11, Ian Bentley.
Ian Bentley. Fooled on the speed, 0-1. Fouls it off. Two on, 2 out, 2 strike pitch to Ian Bentley. He fouls it off.
Spoiling that 0-2 fastball. Bork trying to get that one off the plate. DeVoe left it actually out over the plate.
0-2.
Again, changing speeds, keeping the batter out of his comfortable rhythm.
Well, that's the job of a pitcher. Your job is to disrupt the balance of a hitter. And when you're mixing speeds up like C.J. DeVoe has done today, it's difficult to get an idea of what speed is.
Bentley taps it to Struble. He jogs over to first to retire the side. But John Reynolds comes across the plate on Vince Camara's infield single. It's 1-0 Fairfield, halfway through, scheduled for 6. 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up for Cumberland, Rhode Island in the top of the 4th inning as Fairfield has pushed across the first run of the game. Much more coming your way on NESN and ESPN this week. Tomorrow at 1 p.m., Williston, Vermont against this Cumberland, Rhode Island club. And Barnstable, Massachusetts at 4 p.m. will take on Goffstown, New Hampshire. We hope you'll join us for those games. And then the win or go home round begins Thursday at noon with the 2 seed versus the 3 seed in the New England Region Tournament, and the 1 seed versus the 4 seed in the 3 p.m. game. Both of those live on NESN. ESPN has the championship game of this region Saturday at 7 p.m. PJ Egan working to Tyler Provost.
Egan now working with a 1-0 lead.
Backs him off. Egan has gotten 8 of the last 9 batters he's faced, and Croto's double very nearly was a tremendous catch by the center fielder John Reynolds. Provost fair past the dive of Bentley at first. Croto's thinking double all the way. Turns and cruises in there. He has magnificent speed and good technique in the base running as he cut the little turn off first so he could go across the inside corner of the bag.
Now, this was just a bullet right down the right field line, and a nice play by Flink in right field as well, getting it in.
Coach, fix that, please. Awesome job, right?
Mike Steed
Ball just shot down the line a little bit. Hey, guys, every game matters, but we want to go, and the most important thing is to have fun. I want to give another kid a chance to pitch on TV. What do you say, Brian?
Let's go, Brian.
All right, make it happen. Like, pound the zone, buddy. Let me take that for you.
Brian Howell will be the new pitcher.
All right, feel good. Nice and loose, pound the bottom of the zone.
Now,
right?
If you look at the big picture here, you know, part of it is what he's saying to his players, and part of it also for Mike Steed is managing his pitching staff and knowing what he has in PJ Egan, who has been really good this afternoon, and that Fairfield is playing excellent defensive baseball, so it's got an advantage in the tiebreaker. The first tiebreak is head-to-head play, because even though there are 5 potential opponents in the New England Region Tournament, each team only plays 4 of them. So after head-to-head, it goes to runs allowed per defensive inning played. With that in mind, and needing to keep your pitching staff as fresh as possible to save your resources, he knows his staff. He knows what Brian Howell's got. Not a bad move to bring him in here and save the pitches. And
well, he knows if he uses all his bullets today, he goes over that pitching number, that he's not going to be available on Thursday. So he's thinking ahead. Yes, he's probably thinking about getting Brian Howell some TV time as well. But a couple other ideas in his mind as well, as Fairfield, Connecticut gets the first out here in the top half of the 4th.
I have no idea what is on the mind of Jamison Coyle right now, but what do you got?
Well, Jack, one, I'm getting out of the sun. I'm in the shade, and I met a wonderful couple out here in deep right field, Danny and Jen Valerio. They are Bristol natives, and you talked earlier about how important volunteers are to these Little League regionals and World Series. Well, these guys have been volunteering every single year here in Bristol since it started all the way back in 1987. So, Danny, at this point in August, is there a better place to be than here at Greenfield and Bristol?
Best place is right over here. I love it.
You've been doing it since the start. How many different jobs have you had, and what do some of those jobs entail?
Just uncle, that's all.
So they call you Uncle Danny. What does Uncle Danny do?
If they want to take a shower or go on batting practice, anything they want, they talk to us first.
Jack, plenty of great advice from Uncle Danny out here. He had one more bit of wisdom for me. How long have you been married to Jen, and that advice that you gave me earlier?
72 years we've been married to my beautiful wife over here. 72 years. I met her in 1938.
Now, what's the key to success?
I got a son and a daughter, Daniel Jr. and my daughter, Diano Matego-Valerio.
There you go, Jack. They've been doing it 27 years. The key to success: happy wife, happy life.
There you go. All right, Sean Mears, the batter, with runners on first and second. Addison Kopach reaching on a base on balls. So Brian Howell comes in suddenly in perhaps a resource-saving effort and throws 5 balls in his first 6 pitches. And then Mears lines one into center field. Here comes the tying run. Provost Bryant around third. Throw way late to get him. And it's a tie game. Sean Mears delivers. Cumberland, Rhode Island has 3 straight men reach.
Mears with just a rocket up the middle, base hit, RBI. And this game is tied. Nice job of hitting by Mears.
Number 19, Trey Bork.
Trey Bork. Called strike 1. Well, one of the scary things about dealing with a team that everybody knows can hit, and we know Cumberland can hit, is that when you have a pitcher who's pitching well and you make a change other than for a reason that the pitcher is running out of pitches or running out of gas, you might just be playing with fire. And it's not to say that Brian Howell can't throw smoke and can't get rid of guys, as he just retired Trey Bork on called strike 3.
Number 42, Tyler
But there's a lot more energy suddenly in the Cumberland, Rhode Island dugout. T. Shaw is the batter.
Well, Howell with the good arm has a good curveball as well. But falling behind these Cumberland hitters is not a good method, a recipe for success, I should say.
The 2-0 to T. Shaw. Upstairs. One in, one out. Howell getting the generous inside part of the plate. Straight back.
A good swing by Shore on that fastball.
The 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Bases loaded for Mason Matos.
It hasn't been easy for Brian Howell since he's come in this game. Base on ball, a base hit, the strikeout, and now another walk, the second walk for him in this inning.
Mike Steed back out.
Hey, just got to finish your pitch, right? Make sure you're dropping, you're stepping through it, release out front, step and release, right? Finish your pitch, release out front, that ball's going to come down to the zone. You come right over the top, right? Velocity's great, everything looks good, right? You guys knock it down, make a play, right? Got bases loaded, knock it down, keep it in front of you, look for a ground ball, go right back to Vince, all right? Depending on the speed of the batter, let's see if we can maybe double one up, but let's be sure of one, okay? Hey, doing great, doing great.
Vince being Vince Camara, the catcher, looking for the ground ball and force out at home.
Number 7, Mason Matos.
A great opportunity here for Cumberland. Bases are loaded. Isn't that always the case? You get a trip from your manager and he settles down your pitcher and strike 1.
Infield in, fouled back, and it's 0-2.
And the infield in just on the grass.
Swing and a miss. And Howell gets a huge strikeout. 2 away. And the infield can move back.
A little extra on that fastball. Second strikeout of the inning. Right by Matos. After the trip from his manager, 3 consecutive strikes. Top of the order here now for Cumberland, Rhode Island.
Nick Croto. Good backhand stop by Camara.
Late call there, gets the strike.
A ball and 2 strikes. Croto. Foul.
Howell just working so quickly right here. You'd think maybe Croto might just call timeout, slow things up.
1, 2, 1.
Croto waves at strike 3. Drop. 3rd strike is in play. But the home plate umpire, seeing that Camara stepped on home, ruled the inning over.
He did step on home plate. As soon as the ball popped out of his glove, that would be the 3rd out of the inning.
Heads up play by Camara. No need to risk the throw down to first. The sacks are packed. Thinking ahead. What if? Sean Mears has the biggest hit of the afternoon for Cumberland, Rhode Island. It tied this game. Go to the bottom of the 4th. Scheduled for 6 at the New England Region Tournament in pool play. It is 1-1 to the bottom of the 4th between Cumberland, Rhode Island and Fairfield, Connecticut. Well, this is about as good as it gets for 12-year-old baseball players. There's the pool where television's answer to John Candy. Brian Zaccello will attempt a cannonball afterwards. Actually, that's not true because media is not allowed in that inner sanctum. This is a players and coaches only area, and they play foosball. They have ping pong games. It's pretty good.
An opportunity to interact with the other teams, and
I'm sure they'd rather be doing algebra.
I don't think so.
Not. Jack Steed leads off. Bottom of the 4th. Whoa, look out. Undresses C.J. DeVoe and spanks it into center field. Steed has figured out DeVoe. He's got a double and a single.
And this one just a rocket, and get out of the way after you deliver this one. Right back at him.
Number 13, P.J. Egan.
5th hit of the game for Fairfield, Connecticut.
Here's P.J. Egan, who is the starting pitcher for Fairfield. It's an interesting move by Fairfield to yank him, because it looked as if he was just pitching fine baseball.
Well, you got to give some credit as well to Brian Howell. He ran into some trouble and then able to pitch his way out of that inning, striking out 3 out of the last 4 hitters.
The number of pitches you pitch determines how many mandatory days of rest you must take. So with the future in mind and confident of their ability to make it into the elimination rounds in advance, they don't want to use them all up. Here's the 1-2 to Egan. Chopper Croto to T. Shaw for 1. Fielder's choice. 6-4 for Egan. Steed eliminated.
Croto making sure he got the lead runner at second base. Tyler Shore holding on, and then wisely not making the throw to first base. It's so difficult at this distance to complete a double play. Only 60 feet between the bases.
This is Matt Wright, who is not mic'd. He works with the pitchers for David Belle-Isle's team from Cumberland, Rhode Island.
Number 10, Sam Davenport.
Hey, you're on it, bud. Come on.
These teams that make it this far really delegate the coach's responsibilities. It's not just some other kid's dad who's hanging out with the team. They all have specific duties. DeVoe again starting out with a breaking pitch, this time against Sam Davenport.
That pitch has been so good for him today, being able to start hitters off with it for a strike.
He misses outside with it.
And really working off the corners. Excellent location with that fastball.
Be ready. Be ready.
1 on, 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a swing and a miss. The 1-2 to Davenport. Changing speeds, a little tapper into short center, past the reach of T. Shaw. Egan blasts forward to second. Couple of men on. 2 hits in the inning for Fairfield.
Davenport doing a good job with 2 strikes. Getting just enough of this one to float it over the head of Tyler Shaw at second base, just out of his reach.
Number 6, Connor
Runners at first and second. Fairfield threatening here to try to take the lead.
Connor O'Neill, number 9 hitter.
Shake, Con. Lay off that back.
Where'd he go?
What do you say, Con?
Breaking pitch, cuts over the plate, and it's 1-2 to O'Neill. 60th pitch. 85 is the ultimate threshold. The 2-2 pitch. O'Neill hits behind the runners. Shaw to Chrono. Can't complete the relay to Struble as O'Neill blazes down the line. It's a 4-6 fielder's choice. Davenport eliminated at second base, and Egan over to third.
And with runners at the corners, that'll bring up the top of the lineup now. Nice play by Shaw, just trying to get that runner at second. But difficult, as we talked about on the relay throw, but the top of the lineup now. Reynolds coming up his 3rd time to the plate, 3rd look at DeVoe today.
A grounder. Chrono losing his footing. Egan scores. It's 2-1 Fairfield. An immediate answer for the Connecticut State champs. They're back on top, 2-1.
And a hard hit ball off the bat of John Reynolds.
Number 9, Jamie Flynn.
Roto, the shortstop, able to knock it down, but an RBI single by Reynolds gives Fairfield, Connecticut the lead.
Jamie Flink, first pitch swinging, slicing foul, and no chance for Matos.
Hey,
Flinky, the nickname of Jamie Flink. The 1-1 to Flink. Fooled him. 1-2. 19th pitch of the inning for DeVoe.
He had to work a lot in this inning. He had to work a lot in the 3rd inning as well. Pitch count now at 66 pitches.
He's going to need a very efficient inning to stay under 85 if he goes 6. Flink on the button right into Shaw's webbing.
Great play by Shaw to end the inning. Line drive right into his mitt.
It's 2-1, Fairfield back on top as we head to the 5th, scheduled for 6. Well, Fairfield came right back with a run after Cumberland, Rhode Island had tied it up, but that was limiting the damage.
Great play right here by Tyler Shaw, leaping up, making the catch. That would have been another run, the very least, but keeps it a 1-run ball game as we start the 5th inning.
Addison Kopak has gone down the left field line to warm up. We might see him the next time that Cumberland, Rhode Island goes out in the field. Jameson, what do you got? DeVoe through the shortstop hole. Leads off the top of the 5th with a single for Cumberland.
DeVoe just a bleeder between short and third, and his first hit of the game, 1 for 3 on the day.
Jaden Struble doesn't have a ball out of the infield yet in this game. An infield single in the 1st and grounded back to the pitcher in the 3rd. Facing Brian Howell.
Well, Struble definitely able to hit this ball a long way. Good hitter, lots of power. But Howell just hitting his spots. He struggled when he came in last inning, but able to settle down and work his way out of trouble.
Keeps it pretty simple. 4-seam fastball and a curve. And it's been almost exclusively fastballs. The 2-2. Walked him. 2 on. Nobody out. Top of the 5th. Cumberland, Rhode Island trying to come from behind for the 2nd time in this game.
It's been that type of game. Seesaw back and forth. Lead changes, and now it's Cumberland's opportunity. Their number 4 hitter, Provost, coming to the plate. Nobody out. Provost 1 for 2, doubled back in the 4th inning.
Ended up scoring on Sean Mears' RBI single. Kopak is the on-deck batter, so he has returned from the left field bullpen, and that was the reason for the timeout. Provost steps in. 2 on, nobody out. Gas.
And one of the better fastballs we've seen from Brian Howell. That one at 70 miles an hour. Reaching back for a little extra here in the 5th.
Then he tries to go to the curveball.
Now the pitching staff for Fairfield, Connecticut has done an excellent job today. We talked about how well Cumberland, Rhode Island has done in its first 2 games here in Bristol, outscoring its opponents 35-5, but so far here into the 5th inning, only 1 run allowed.
The 1-2. Little nubber out in front of the plate. The throw past third. No, it's ruled a foul ball now.
And foul called at the plate.
I believe the first base umpire, Robert Brooks, is signaling it went off the batter's leg while he was in the box.
Doesn't look like it hit anything. It looked like actually just a fair ball out in front of home plate, but the play was called dead.
Yep.
So a break here for Fairfield, Connecticut. Trying to identify if it hits the runner at all, but it does not.
Right leg?
I don't think so.
Is there a chance we can see that one more time?
See the ball coming off.
I'm guessing right leg, if at all. Nope.
I don't think it did anything. Yeah,
nope.
Just
optical illusion. So 1-2 the count to Tyler Provost. That one gets through Camara, and the runners move up. DeVoke to third, Struble to second. Pass ball, still nobody out. This game takes a little bit of a wacky turn.
Infield in here for Fairfield, Connecticut. In on the grass, looking for that Adam ball.
The 2-2 pitch. Burns it by Provost. Another 70-mile-an-hour fastball.
And a fourth strikeout for Howell. Fastball, elevating it in the zone. Provost goes down on strikes.
Mike Steed to the hill. Brian Howell getting the pat on the back.
All right, hey, a lot of baseball to play here, 2-1 game. We're going to keep working our pitches. This is our plan, okay? Give them different looks every time, right? We don't want to go through the batting order too many times. Give them different looks. Now we're going with the lanky lefty. Give them all the support you can need, right?
Outside.
Playing in, right? Hey, get nice and loose, all right? So, Flinky! Flinky, first base!
It'll be right.
Go right field.
Becoming the pitcher.
Third base, second.
If we're reading the signals correctly. Ian Bentley.
Well, you heard Mike Steed, the manager for Fairfield, Connecticut. We're going to give Cumberland, Rhode Island some looks, some different looks. And the second pitch and change of the game, and they go with the lanky left-hander, Ian Bentley. Four-seam fastball and a slider. And a tough situation for him. Runners at second and third. There is only one out.
Mandatory play rule. It depends on the number of players a team has at the beginning of a game. And this Connecticut team has the 12 or fewer contingency. Each player must play a minimum of 6 consecutive defensive outs and bat ones. So Egan, originally the pitcher, is in right field. Brian Howell's gone to shortstop. Bentley is the new pitcher. Addison Kopak is due up. You know, interesting to hear from Mike Steed. Just what you were talking about, that they don't want to let Cumberland get a second time around, bearing in mind that maybe they're going to meet Cumberland again in the New England Championship. But certainly the math could tend to suggest that that's a possibility, if not a strong possibility. Addison Kopak with 2 on and 1 out.
Addison Kopak.
And Steed has enough confidence in Ian Bentley to go to him in this position.
Job, Addison.
2-1. Straight back.
A good swing that time by Kopak.
Kopak was the first batter to face Howell. Line shot at the drawn-in Steed at second base. 2 down.
And DeVoke at third base. Couple steps, had to stop in his tracks and get back to the bag. Davenport, this one right at him. Makes the play, checks the runner at third base. That's exactly what Fairfield needed.
That one's off the glove of Camara. DeVoke to the plate, he's safe. Pass ball, and it is a 2-2 baseball game.
This pitch just getting away from Camara. Breaking ball by Bentley, and just off the glove of Camara, and the tying run in to score. DeVoke into the slide. We get a tie ball game.
Both times it's happened when Sean Mears has been at the plate. He had an RBI in the 4th. Now the pass ball while he's at the plate in the 5th. Struble moving up to third base on the play. Mears looking at an 0-2 count with 2 down. Soft line drive. Steed bobbles it, drops it, throws to first, not in time. Struble scores and Cumberland leads.
And the error by Davenport at second base just jumps a little too early. And the ball pops out. And just like that, the run in. Here's the ball off the bat of Mears. Not hit very hard. And it looks like Davenport just took his eye off it for just a moment. I'm sorry, Steed at second base.
So Mears making things happen. Jamison?
Yeah, Jack, do you think it's that peanut butter sandwich before every game that he has? One of the superstitions he told us about yesterday, he has to have a peanut butter sandwich, no jelly on that thing. It has to be Skippy peanut butter, and it has to be creamy. Jack, just one of the food superstitions on this team. A couple of those other ones, Tyler Shaw, T. Shaw, he likes Pop-Tarts and applesauce.
Yeah, together. No preference for any flavor of Pop-Tart. We suggested cabbage-flavored Pop-Tarts. He didn't like that. Trey Bork, the batter. And by the way, for Sean Mears, no jelly. White bread, cuts off half the crusts. Large glass of milk. Cumberland on top for the first time in this game. Bork bounds it to Kermijian across the diamond to Flink, and Cumberland is down. So is Fairfield for the first time in this game, trailing 3-2 to the bottom of the 5th. Cumberland, Rhode Island leads Fairfield, Connecticut 3-2, and for Cumberland, C.J. DeVoke is the pitcher of record. He could get the win. He is done as a pitcher for the day.
He's done a fine job through 4 innings, really keeping the hitters off balance. Had to pitch in and out of trouble. 2 strikeouts on the day, but really, these hitters were really off balance. Not a lot of balls hit very hard. Really using his curveball. Had it very effective today. Slider as well, but he gives way to the new pitcher, Addison Kopak. Kopak with a 4-seamer, a 2-seamer, changeup, and a curveball. The curveball, a 12-6 curveball. And he's in here to close it out. He can go 2 innings, and see what he's done here at the regionals. 3 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned runs, a walk and 3 Ks. And he'll face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters here for Fairfield, Connecticut.
Defensive changes will bring you up to speed on that. So Addison Kopak, the first batter he faces is Brian Howell off the end of the bat towards Sean Mears, and right quickly 1 away in the bottom of the 5th. Brendan Wright has returned to left. DeVoke goes from the mound to shortstop, pushing Croto over to second base. T. Shaw has gone from second to third. So Shaw at third, DeVoke at short, Croto at second, Struble still at first where he's been all game. Kopak, the new pitcher. Got that? Go back on your DVR if you don't. Grounder to DeVoe. Delivers to Struble, and Camara is down quickly, 2-way. Kopech just throwing strikes and letting his fielders do the work.
And this one in on the hands of Camara and the right to DeVoe, who makes the play.
Ian Bentley, the pitcher. Taps it foul. When's the last time a Fairfield team lost 2 games in pool play?
It's been a long time. It really has. They have done so well here in Bristol.
4 out of 5 years they've made it here.
Still got a ways to go in this one.
The 0-2 to Bentley. A check swing, drives one up the right field line. Mears turns, fires to second. Bentley sliding in there with a 2-out double.
An 0-2 pitch. Bentley able to punch this one down the right field line. Down and in, perfect for a left-handed hitter. That's where they love that pitch. You see that, just dropping the bat, and it hugs the right field line. And a 2-out double for Camara. They're going to have a little pinch runner here for
Trey Hensel enters
Camara
as a special pinch runner at second base.
Trey Hensel, who started this game in the number 9 slot, got subbed out for Connor O'Neill, appears as a special runner for Ian Bentley. He can participate as a runner this inning. Bentley will return. Jack Steed at the plate. Couple of hits. Double to right center, and then that rocket back through the box that almost got a piece of Kopech. The 0-1 off speed.
Good look, Jack. Good look, Jack.
1-run game and a man at second base in Trey Hensel. The 1-1 to the hot hitter Steed. All the way through to the backstop. Hansel down to third. Here's the throw. He stays on the bag. Not too graceful into the bag. And, of course, they have breakaway bases in Little League Baseball because the runners are not extremely sophisticated. Not a ton of experience.
A wild pitch by Kopech and a quick throw by Bork, and awkwardly Hansel into third base with that front foot. You see how it kind of buckles on him as he hits the bag. Tries to run it off here a little bit. Looks like he's going to be okay.
So 2 balls and a strike for Steed.
Oh, the right guy today. He's got 2 hits in this ball game.
Steed lines one under Struble. That ties it up, bringing Hansel home. It's 3-3. And certainly nobody feels better about that than Jack Steed himself, who had the ball pop in and out of his glove, helping Cumberland take the lead.
And just a great job of hitting here. Going the opposite field, the pitch away from him. Doesn't try to pull it, just stays with it. His 3rd hit of the game, RBI single, and we have a tie game.
P.J. Egan with the go-ahead run at first base in the bottom of the 5th. Again, this is Matt Wright going to the mound. He does not wear a microphone.
Just calming down his pitcher here. Going over how they want to approach Egan. David Belisle, the manager for Cumberland, Rhode Island.
1-1.
Egan has a deep drive to right. That was a long fly out, deep enough to allow Steed, who was on second, to tag and advance to third in the second inning. Also grounded to short in the fourth. Egan fouls it off.
Count full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2 pitch with 2 down. In on the fist, it hit him on the hand.
Here he go! He went.
And it's going to be
strike 3.
Going to be a strike 3. He did swing on. He attempted on the pitch. You see him going, and it does hit him, but he tried to swing on that pitch, so the correct call is made. It will be a strikeout, and that will end the inning.
And Egan's got an issue here, and they're professional sports trainers who are here in Bristol, and they're going to have a look at that. Well, this is of special concern to Fairfield because he is such a valuable pitcher as well as a hitter. Oh, 3-3 to the 6th inning. Does it get any more tense than this? For the second time in 2 games this afternoon, we're going to the 6th inning, tied 3-3. Tonight at 6 p.m., join L. Duncan and Sarah Davis for NESN Live, presented by Cross Insurance. They'll preview the Red Sox series in St. Louis, plus all the latest news and notes from Patriots training camp. Well, we've seen a little bit of everything in this game except the kind of offensive explosion for which both of these teams are known.
It's been all about pitching. Both teams pitching very, very well, and the significance of this game so very important for both teams. The winner of this game pretty much guaranteed the top seed in Thursday's elimination round. And it's been a well-played game, 1 error for both teams, but the pitching really the standout.
T. Shaw facing Ian Bentley. And Bentley gets the called strike for a 1-1 count. Shaw bounces it to Steed from his knees to Flink.
Nice play by Steed, having to go to his right. Ball not hit hard, but having to get there, and then gets down on one knee as he makes this throw.
Mason Matos.
Number 7, Mason Matos.
Fouled off down the right field line. Matos entered the game for Brendan Wright and has remained in there. Matos, a bounder to Kermagian, cross to Flink, 2 down.
A couple ground ball outs here by Bentley. Kermagian making the play at third base.
Number 2, Nick Curto.
Drop it.
Nick Croto takes ball 1.
Croto with 2 hits today, singling back in the first inning and doubling back in the third inning.
Good pitch.
Just taking a little bit off that breaking ball. Fastball count. Croto looking fastball, and Bentley able to sneak that breaking pitch in there.
Line shot right at Howell at shortstop. A 1-2-3 inning for Ian Bentley. And Cumberland's bats quiet down after 1 in the 4th and 2 in the 5th. Nothing across in the 6th. And Fairfield has a chance to win it in its last ups. On a beautiful afternoon for baseball, a terrific game between 2 state champions here at pool play in the New England Region Tournament of Little League Baseball. You look at the way the 2 managers have used their pitchers. C.J. DeVoe, who's now at shortstop for Cumberland, Rhode Island, threw 67 pitches. So that crosses the threshold that requires 3 days, 3 calendar days of rest. Today's Tuesday. That'd be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, that's right. The championship game is on Saturday. Huh. Funny how that works. You think David Belisle might have thought of that?
Well, I think both managers have done such an excellent job. And even when they come to the mound to talk to their pitchers, doing what they need to do. This has been we talked about, a very well-played game, very well-pitched game.
Brian Kermigian stepping in. 1 through 9, the hitters know how to work counts. The pitchers are throwing amazing sequences. And even you consider the technique. Kermigian gets brushed back there. What does he do? He turns away from the pitch.
So much training is.
Yeah. And then Kopak pours one over the outside corner after coming inside. This is just remarkable technical play from kids this age.
Oh, very well coached, both teams.
The 2-2. Back inside, and he busts him off the fist. Inside, outside, inside. It's not by chance.
And they're not living on one side of the plate. As you mentioned, they're pitching the inside, they're pitching outside. Or the catcher moving in and out. Fairfield desperately trying to get that leadoff hitter on base here.
Kermigian fouls it off. Good at bat.
And grinding it out. I mean, we talk about quality at bat. What is a quality at bat? Seeing 5 pitches in an at bat. And that's what Kermigian is doing here.
Kopak's 2-2. Off-speed breaking pitch, and Kermigian patient. And downfall. 8th pitch of the at-bat here. Just outside, and Kermigian works a walk to lead off the bottom of the 6th in a tie game.
And he really earned that base on balls. I mean, just grinding it out, doing what he needed to do. Fouling off some tough pitches, working the count full, and here's the winning run.
Number 12, Trey Hensel.
Trey Hensel, who started the game in the number 9 slot in the batting order for Fairfield. You saw him as a pinch runner who ended up scoring the tying run in the 5th. Now he's back in that number 9 slot hitting, and he lines one foul. The dugouts are virtually fully protected. A fence extending all the way until the relatively small entrance or exit to the dugout. Little League Baseball is a lot of things, but most of all, it's a safe place to play and to learn the game.
Absolutely. And you see the screen on both dugouts. That fastball off the mark here.
A lot of leagues all the way through this level wear grid-style face masks on the batting helmets. Hansel's lifts one. Mears drifting to his left, makes the catch. And there's one away in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 2, John Reynolds.
On the top of the order now, coming up here for Fairfield, Connecticut. Reynolds' 4th plate appearance today.
And an RBI single in the 4th. Kopech rocks and throws. Reynolds bounds it foul.
Yeah, good fastball by Kopech, right by John Reynolds. Mixing up his speeds a little bit, but that time going with the heat.
Kopech changes speeds. DeVoe will play it himself, make the throw. Can't get 2, but they eliminate the lead runner, Kermagian. 2 away on the 6 unassisted fielder's choice with John Reynolds reaching.
Good try by DeVoe right here, trying to complete the double play on his own, beating the runner to the bag, then the strong throw, but just not in time.
Jamie Flink has the chance to own a little bit of Fairfield baseball history here. Flink drives one high to left field, and that ball is out of here. Jamie Flink, a walk-off. And Fairfield beats Cumberland 5-3.
Final score, Connecticut 5, Rhode Island 3.
What a terrific game, and Jamie Flink, a rocket. First pitch he sees from Addison Kopech, and just a rocket to end this game, and a brilliantly played game. Excellent defense, great pitching. But that man right there, Jamie Flink.
He's a lefty in baseball, he's a righty in tennis and squash, and he squashed this one, babe.
Just a quick hands right through the zone. Fastball outer half, goes with the pitch. And for the first time in a very long time, Cumberland, Rhode Island is defeated, but this is a very good Fairfield, Connecticut team, and they are on a roll. Their 3rd straight win here in Bristol.
Jamison told the story of this kid in the first couple of batters of this game.
That's excitement right there. And
you know, we told you that's a name you ought to remember. Well, you didn't have to remember it for too long, because there he was to finish it off. My goodness. Tremendous game. Cumberland, Rhode Island, this particular group loses its first game in 2 years. Now everybody has at least one loss. We'll wrap it up in a second. It ended on one swing of the bat in the bottom of the 6th as Jamie Flink drives a 2-run homer to left center field, driving in John Reynolds in front of him. 5-3 the final. Jamison Coyle is with the hero.
Jack, yesterday he told us he's a pretty good squash player. I'd say he's a pretty good baseball player. Jamie Flink with the 2-run walk-off home run. Take me through what you saw. You wasted little time.
Well, I knew that since BK started it off. I knew that he'd probably score because there were no outs, and I knew that he was really fast. And so when I stepped up with 2 outs, I tried to just put a good swing on the ball, and that kid throws really hard. And I knew that he'd try to get ahead because he didn't want to walk anybody, especially with a great hitter like Brian up next. So I was expecting first pitch fastball, and he put it across the plate. And I just put a good swing on the ball. Yeah, it's just lucky.
Well, the harder they throw it, the farther it goes. Coach Mike Steed, they call the kid Flinky.
That's
He's
right.
pretty good in the clutch, isn't he?
Absolutely. He's been clutch for us the whole summer long. In one game in the divisional final, we had a 10-7 win. He had 3 home runs and 5 RBIs, including the go-ahead 2-run home run in the top of the 6th. Clutch player and heart and soul of this team emotionally. It picks everybody up. He's just a great teammate. And you could tell from his interview, a very, very talented player with a very modest ego.
Yeah, Jamie, you told us yesterday you want to lead the league in smiles and fun. You guys having fun out here today?
Definitely. It's been really fun. We knew that coming in. We just had to stick together, and we knew that the only way we could stick together was if we were having fun. And Rhode Island's a great team, and we knew that it would be a close game, and that just makes it much more fun. So it was great.
Coach, we kind of expected an offensive output in this game with the 2 teams coming in, but this one kind of defensive-minded up until that last inning.
Absolutely. Rhode Island's a great team. They've got great pitching and great defense. We just thought if we could stay in the game with our pitching. At this point in the tournament, it's all about pitch management and thinking about, you don't want to look past this game, but we're thinking a lot about the playoff games on Thursday and what we would do there. So our pitchers kept it close, and we knew that if we had a shot at the end, we could do it. So really proud of the team.
Congratulations, guys. Jack, Jamie Flink with the 2-run walk-off today. Pretty good at the post-game interview as well. I think he might have a future in this.
Yeah, I was trying to decide if it was Pedroia-like or Jeter-like, depending on where you draw the line between Boston and New York. Fairfield, obviously, a lot closer to the Bronx than it is to the Back Bay. Wow. Fairfield, Connecticut. Look at the loss column. I mean, that's how good the teams are this year. Nobody has run the table. 4 games in pool play. Connecticut's done with a 3-1 record. Rhode Island has 1 game to go. You'll see it tomorrow on Nesson. Maine had a really good showing with a 6-run 6th inning in our first game today. 2-2, fighting for that 3rd or 4th spot. Who knows? 2nd spot could be available. New Hampshire, Goffstown, 1-2. You'll see them tomorrow. Williston, Vermont, still alive. Barnstable, Massachusetts, going to need some help because they got major run differential problems.
Everybody's still in it. Everybody with a victory here, and but the story in this one, Fairfield, Connecticut, and Jimmy Flink just ending it with 1 swing of the bat in the bottom of the 6th inning, and a very enjoyable game. Very good pitching, very good defense. I enjoy watching the pitchers as they work both sides of the plate, and just a very entertaining game, and hats off to Connecticut. They come away with the victory 5-3.
Here's what's coming up the rest of the week on Nesson and on ESPN, which has the championship game Saturday at 7 p.m. Tomorrow, Williston, Vermont. There are only 32 kids in their little league. 32 kids in the league, and 12 of them are here as an all-star team, and they've already won a game. They'll take on this Cumberland, Rhode Island team, which is going to be loaded for bear. I've heard people say don't poke the bear, so. Barnstable, Massachusetts needs to play lights-out ball against Goffstown, New Hampshire. It'll be your first look at the New Hampshire state champs. The top 4 teams will make the single elimination semifinals Thursday at noon and 3 on Nesson. 2 seed against the 3 seed in the early game, followed by the top seed, which right now looks as if it's going to be Fairfield, Connecticut, hosting the number 4 seed. And then, of course, the New England Championship game, and the ticket to Williamsport gets stamped on Saturday night. Well, the final score once again, Fairfield, Connecticut 5. Cumberland, Rhode Island experiences a very rare loss. It's first in 2 years with 3 runs in this one. For Ken Ryan, Jamison Coyle, and our Nesson production crew, I'm Jack Edwards. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned next for Nesson Live. We'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. for more New England Little League region action from Bristol.